Hi, it's Frank Del Rio here with Century 21, and thanks for stopping by my video blog. Today we're going to talk about some thoughts to have when buying a short sale. If you're a buyer in the market and you're looking at buying a short sale property, in most cases you can get a pretty incredible deal once it's approved by the short sale lender. Now at the same time, there are some short sales out there that are selling for market value, and that's okay too. Today's topic, though, we're going to talk about the 5 essential thoughts that you should have and consider when buying a short sale. The first one, which I believe is the most important of all 5, I wrote down number 1, the single most valuable trait you can have as a buyer when buying a short sale is patience. The levels of ups and downs that you're going to experience in a typical short sale can be stressful for anyone, and yet the patience required can make all of the difference. Number 2, I wrote down your expectations of a short sale. You know, under normal transactions, it's really common that you know what's going on, you're being updated by the agent, you understand the timelines, and yet in a short sale, I mean, it can be very unpredictable. It can be frustrating and emotionally draining, you know, because at one point in the deal, the bank is asking for all of these items, all of these documents from both you and the seller. Things sound like they're going great, even ahead of schedule. And then all of a sudden, it's complete darkness. No communication whatsoever. So, procedure like this can be somewhat of a roller coaster ride. So you have to consider those expectations when you're buying a short sale. The third thing I wrote down here is make sure that the seller is being represented by a great agent. You know, anyone can list a property for sale. Anyone can list a short sale property for sale. And there's really 2 things to consider here. It's very easy on the listing side, yet the skills and the experience involved in closing the transaction are completely different. You know, so the other thing to also consider with this is you have to understand that these banks right now, they have anywhere from 500 to 1,000 and some even more short sales going on in their bank right now. So what happens is the loss mitigation negotiator will actually be assigned your file. Now he or she can be working on 150 to 300 files personally each and every month. And so there's an excessive amount of paperwork involved here. And really, if the agent doesn't understand what the bank wants, how they want it, to get it over to them in an efficient manner, it can really drag out the entire process here. So it's important that they know how and what type of information that negotiator wants so they can process your file in an efficient manner. The 4th thing I wrote down here is that there's no guarantees that you'll get a short sale offer accepted from the bank, okay? More importantly, you may not get it at a bargain price. In most cases you will, but there's just no guarantee about that. I mean, once your complete offer package has been submitted to the loss mitigator, they go through the appraisal, the BPO process, because they're looking for consistency with the value that they feel is the best for that property. Now, a BPO stands for a broker's price opinion. They're looking for a third-party opinion on the value. And regardless of what you may have it under contract for, they're looking for their number. So consider that, because the idea here is that there is no guarantee but that you're going to get it at a bargain, but in most cases, you really do, and it's up to the bank determining what they're willing to take, and then of course you as the buyer, what you're willing to take to do that deal with them as well. So the 5th thing that I wrote down here is a lot has really changed in real estate in the last 2 years with regards to the banking and lending institutions on how they operate in real estate. In fact, we've seen more changes happen in the last 2 years than we have in, gosh, the last 30 years. You know, I mean, banks, they're pretty heartless right now. And some are even evil at times. I mean, you have to understand that lenders today, they don't think like you or I or maybe even the seller would think in terms of logical thinking and common sense to put these deals together. All they care about is their bottom line. So they're not cooperating. They're thinking about their best interests and their numbers, and that's all. Essentially, we're a number to them. So have that thought in mind. I mean, all in all, I know this doesn't sound pretty rewarding. At the same time, if you have the time and the patience, you stand to get a pretty incredible deal. So just keep your eyes on the prize, and it'll all be worth it in the end. I hope these thoughts were helpful for you, and if you're looking to buy a short sale, I can certainly provide you with some listings, some properties of available short sales in the marketplace. So what you can do is you can send me an email to frank@frankdelriosales.com, or you can call me directly, 714-335-0000. 0844, and we can go ahead and get that information over to you. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to speaking with you, and have a great day.